There have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Curry passes to Durant from behind the arc, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got 4 assists in the game.
That should and would be a bad shot for most, but Durant's shooting ability is just that extraordinary.
Damian Lillard out there with Edwards. Then there's Paul George. Then it's Joel Embiid. Takes it inside, and it's blocked by Embiid.
You know, there's no easy way to stop Malone inside without fouling him. He's got so much strength.
First team foul. Shooting for the away team.
First one falls for him.
The line for 2.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Pass to Chamberlain. Here's Barry. Second chance shot. And it's good on the lay-in.
Yep, on the interior, Wilt's enormous size. Just too much to overcome, and certainly something that can't be taught.
Here's Edwards. Chamberlain pulls it in. We played just over a minute here in the 4th. Here's Barry. Yep, that one's good. And here's the mobile one drive. A great move to get right to the cup.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
Embiid, a screen on Curry. And there's the lob. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Man, nice to see how Embiid operates in the pick and roll. Knows how to set hard screens as well as where and when to roll.
Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Joel Embiid.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
You know, some guys aren't the same player on the road. Not this guy. He loves sticking it to an opposing crowd, and it only adds fuel to his fire. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Curry against Morant. Here's Chamberlain. And Embiid with the block.
Good to see Malone working hard on the defensive end. His team appreciates that type of effort.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Pass to Durant. Outside Curry. The 3 is up. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Malone. Denied. Morant against Durant. Pass to Curry for 3. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt. Let's hope he's okay.
Yeah, that type of injury is always worrisome. Hopefully, he's okay.
You're exactly right. I mean, with the way it looks, what we have to hope for now is that somehow it's not a long-term issue.
Here's Morant. Chamberlain pulls it in.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Pass to Curry. Durant against George. Shot clock at 5. Here's Barry. From outside, off the mark. Morant with it. Screen by Embiid. Morant, the pass to Embiid. Good, and the setup by Morant.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Here's Barry. Uses the glass on the layup.
The screen doesn't earn him a ton of breathing room. Turns out he doesn't need it.
Now here's Embiid. Defense is right there. And then Embiid with the dunk.
And Morant is a natural leader, someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Make some noise, fans.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Here's Floyd. With the floater. And the layup is up and in.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
Now Lillard. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
Looking at players with limitless range, Grant. Damian Lillard right at the top of that list.
Oh, B.A. And Lillard, he can just make it look so easy. He gets a lot of his strength on his shot from his legs. On the short list for players you don't mind pulling up from the logo.
Pass to Thompson. Richardson for 3. It's deflected. They've got numbers. And they turn it over. Stepped on the line that time.
Team basketball.
There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Thurman. Here's Floyd. Here's Green. Good. He hits the jumper.
Great line right there. Sleepy Floyd caught the defense sleeping that time. Pun intended.
Smith outside. On the take. Now here's Sabonis. It's hauled in by Thurman. Thompson outside. Pass to Floyd. Richardson for 3. Gets the 3-ball to go.
Great confidence off the catch. One of the reasons why Richardson is a go-to scorer.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson.
of here. Ooh, you're just my type. Everything's so right. And I just want you. So let's dip up out of here. Dip up out of here. She's fine too, but I want you. She's fine too, but I want you.
F baby, the key to the ladies, keys to the Sadies, but please say the baby. Even in the AM, we should be alone. We could get a day in. You like what I'm saying and come around the waiting. We could go inside and stay in. Tell the homeboy you're staying. You've been taken, gone. I'ma turn him, yeah. You know I love you like good food. You know you with a good dude. You know you like you graduated from a good school. You know I'm a good mood. So hey shorty, what it is, the Carter who it is, the shorty do it big, the party at my crib, that's a party in the hills. You call it what you want, but she gon' call it what she feel.
This is how I feel. I'm in need of love, so let's dip up out of here. Ooh, you're just my type. Everything's so right, and I just want you. So let's dip up out of here. Dip up out of here. She's fine too, but I want you. She's fine too, but I want you.
I ain't never the down bottom, you know what I mean? Me and Lil Lloyd, baby. Long hair, don't care. So what up, Ryan? I see you, baby. Yeah. It's a major move right here, baby. I ain't talking fast, it's just you listening slow, you know what I mean? You ain't trying to hit me in no hurry.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. So with George on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. They've got Embiid. Kyle Korver is out there with John Morant. Then it's Smith, and it's Malone in at the power forward. And for the Heat, Tim Hardaway is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then it's LeBron James. Then there's Mourning, and it's Shaq in at the center. And so the tip-off, it's Miami. Hardaway against Morant, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
LeBron kicks to Hardaway. Mourning a screen on Morant.
And superb job by Morant there, making sure to contest without fouling. That's how you play defense.
And it's Malone finishing it off.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. From the high post. Goes up on the wing. Hardaway, no good. LeBron against Smith. Outside Korver. It's Morant in the corner. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I'd call an elite showman. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Malone with the block, and he's able to get it back. They grabbed their own miss. O'Neal.
Length plus agility, great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
Kicks it out to Malone. And Shaq pulls it down. Hardaway with it. Now Smith defending. Lets the three fly. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Smith outside. And it's Smith finishing it off.
Not someone who stops the ball. Malone makes great decisions when he passes it.
Now here's Hardaway. Wade outside. Outside Hardaway. Misses off the right iron. Smith on the wing. James covering. Here's Embiid. Stolen by O'Neal. James outside. It's over Morant. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one's on Morant.
And LeBron used to getting hit. This is the level of attention this man attracts from the deep.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Free throw good, James.
And the thing you marvel about with LeBron James is just the consistency of his excellence. He's been a top 5 player in the league now for 2 decades.
Damian Lillard's checked in for John Morant. And James drills them both. Here's Lillard. Passes it to Korver. Back to Lillard. From past the arc. Miami grabs the miss. LeBron outside. And again, it's the Heat missing. Smith in the post. Warning's there. And it's Smith missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
James. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Miami grabs the miss. James has got 4 rebounds in this game. Hardaway from outside. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Smith. And Shaq pulls it down. O'Neal's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. LeBron James on the wing. The Heat get it back. And a new 14. Lets a floater go. No good that time. Excellent defense there from Smith. Korver passes to Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Fantastic pass from Korver there to a teammate who is left all alone, seeing the court well.
1:16 left here in the opening quarter. And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
And Miami going with a whole new group out there. Lillard against Dragic. Here's Bosch. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
When Bosch gets that close to the basket, he is relentless on how he attacks. We saw it there.
Here's Iguodala. Kicks it out to Lillard. Pass to Jackson. 44 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Bosch with some nice D. Pass to Dragic. Back to Jones. And Jones slams it in.
Now, some guys have a hard time finding their teammates in those possessions. Dragic is always looking to dish to get it to the open man.
Edwards against Butler. And it's sent back by Sabonis. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Just more and more complete appreciation for how complete the offensive game of Damian Lillard is.
This is his first free throw of the game.
For the away team, Damian Lillard.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And there's the pass to Jones. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Jones has got 5 points so far.
And Jones is known to be a deadly three-point shooter. A beautiful shooting motion there on those triples.
At the end of the first, Clark, in a close game so far. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
I could do it with my eyes closed. You can see that I'm barely blinking. Fashion, yeah. Fashion fanatic, yeah. To money, yeah. The money and yeah. Got so much on me, you would think I be, yeah. I guess that what happens, yeah. When you really got it, yeah. No, it's gonna be easy to me. I got a bankroll. Doing what I say, so cause they on payroll. I got all purple on my shoes, I look like Saints Row. If I let you take my flick, you better catch my angle. Said he want no vibes, came back like I never left. Said that she was another test. Said he want no vibes, came back like I never left.
I got a whole lot of money. Y'all it for me. What a bad jacket. It's a party.
Here's the starting lineup for the visiting Phoenix at small forward. Josh Okogie. At center, DeAndre Ayton. And now, introducing the Boston at forward, 6.
Well, you got to expect a low-scoring game tonight, Grant. Two terrific defensive clubs fighting to lock each other down.
Both these teams are elite on the defensive end. These guys won't be making it easy out there. When there's lots of stops, lots of forced turnovers, it can be very difficult to find a scoring rhythm.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3 slot.
Josh Okogie, first personal foul, first team foul.
Tatum drives in. Tatum can't hit.
Foul. Josh.
And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Ayton, no good. Durant against Williams. Pass to Smart. And Durant with the block.
2 minutes remaining.
Booker against Brown.
2 minutes.
Booker no good.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Horford passes to Smart. Shoots over Durant. Here's Horford. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And, man, that activity on the boards, that's the key. Horford in there gets an easy second chance opportunity.
Pass to Durant. Outside for Booker. Here's the 3. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. The Celtics have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Brown passes to Smart. The 3 is up. And it's Tatum missing. For Phoenix, they've gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Here's Okogie down low. Booker no good.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Got a line change here for Boston. And the Suns will go for a different look here. Biyombo, he's checked in for Ayton. Craig comes in for Durant. Lee, he's checked in for Devin Booker. And Payne is subbed in for Chris Paul.
Okogie, second personal foul, second team foul. At the line for your Celtics, Sam
Ross, he's checked in for the Suns.
Terrence Ross.
Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside. White drives in. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Cameron Payne. That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Lee. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
To the paint. Here's Muscala. And the layup falls.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
The Suns trailing. Here's Craig. Soft touch off the glass.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
To the middle. Here's Biyombo, and it's blocked. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Celtics out in front. They lead by 3. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the Celtics here in this one?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Torrey Craig out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint.
The speed of Tatum's drive makes it so tough to defend. You just don't get a chance to stop him. And guys, talk about silencing the critics. Tatum made first-team All-NBA last year and led the Celtics to their first finals appearance in over a decade.
You know, probably the biggest shift for Tatum is advancement at the defensive end, Greg.
Oh, no question, BA. And that's imperative at the small forward position. Think about it. You have guys like LeBron, Kawhi, KD. Now Jason Tatum is in that elite two-way group as well. And you have to put Jimmy Butler in there as well.
Robert Williams checked in for Boston. Grant, we always talk about great footwork for post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a 3 off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who could do it all have superior footwork. Believe that.
That free throw misses. Okogie's checked in for Craig. And he's good on the second.
And you have to think that one advantage this Celtics team has is a deep roster. Lots of quality guys they can assemble different ways. They're pretty adaptive. And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
The Celtics with the lead. Here's Tatum. And there's the drive. Okogie pulls down the board. You know, a versatile bench really is a gift for the Celtics in tough situations.
And even a great starting 5 isn't perfect against every opponent. It's important to have flexibility, and that's something that Boston definitely has. A one-handed tomahawk, that's a guaranteed highlight, B.A.
Check out the bench. They flew out of their seats after that. It's Booker on the wing, defended by Brown. And there's the call on Al Horford. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul, second team foul.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Up top, Booker, defended by Brown. Here's Okogie.
Yeah, with his length and athleticism, Tatum has the tools to be a lockdown defender. And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
Williams, a screen on Booker. And he's He's going for the lob. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Okogie. It's stolen by Smart. Right side Tatum. Ooh, Paul with the block.
Always in position to make a play at either end. Chris Paul teed that one up nicely.
Booker. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And they'll keep possession. Durant, no good. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Chris Paul.
Becoming a star before our eyes. Brown's work ethic and desire to be great has transformed him into an elite talent.
Free throw good. Brown. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Muscala, he's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Horford. Brogdon's checked in for Jason Tatum. And it's White in for Smart. And the Suns will go for a different look here. Biyombo, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Ross comes in for Okogie. Lee, he's checked in for Devin Booker. And Payne is subbed in for Chris Paul.
There's just no reason to give him inside position.
Yeah, when he's this close to the basket, it's a wrap.
Muscala, screen on Payne. White, the pass to Muscala. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Payne. Launches it. The rebound by Muscala. Boston's shooting just 42% so far in the game. Brown inside. Guarded by Ross. Brown can't hit. Outside Durant. 3 seconds left. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Now that's a devastating move off the dribble. Durant getting to his favorite spots at will.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Celtics out in front, up by 5. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's court. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start.
Not surprising to see 2 competitive guys who bring it every time.
Moving on. In that first half of basketball, that does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And here are the Celtics. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Horford and Williams together in the front court. Brown and Tatum are the explosive wing pair. And it's Smart in at the 1 spot. That's the Boston 5. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Jason Tatum added muscle to his frame and layers to his game, but still not satisfied. He said, quote, "I just got to be better. I have to elevate my level from being one of the top 10 to 15 players to a top 5 player. I got to make everybody else around me better." Brian, still work to do.
And plenty of runway to do it, Alex. Thanks. Drains the triple.
It's pretty much not how they flew to bend the three-point line. Somebody's got a shadow him out there.
To the inside. Nice shot by Okogie.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And let's take another look at that exceptional drive, thanks to Mobile One.
Yeah, trying to close that gap. It's going to hinge on plays like this one, creating high percentage looks right inside.
After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous, and this team really came together in a hurry, and they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
And stolen by Williams. Outside Tatum. Down low. Here's Horford. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Suns have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Pass to Durant. Driving to the basket. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 4 rebounds now.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
The Suns trailing. Here's Durant. Outside for Booker. It's stolen by Smart. Now here's Tatum. Looking to get it going. And it's good on the layup. Tatum's got 6.
He's really become a better all-around player. Brown's passing continues to evolve. Nice find.
Phoenix calls timeout. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. Over the past month, here's the best in free throw shooting. Derek White, 4th.
And over this stretch, his foul shooting has been exceptional. You could tell he was enjoying every single trip to the line.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Payne. Here's Biyombo. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for Devin Booker.
Shooting for Phoenix. Bismack Biyombo taking 2 shots.
That one's off. That one misses. The Celtics have got 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Knocks down the triple. Brogdon's got his first 3 points of the game.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Tipped. Second half of play here. We're just under 2.5 minutes past. Williams' shot is good.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
And Phoenix has possession. Down by 15.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Brogdon. The kick out to White. Williams from long range. The Suns clear it. That'll be the 3rd stop of this 4-game trip. Payne finds Craig. And a nice finish on the layup. Craig's gotten his 2nd bucket.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Celtics out in front. They lead by 13. And right at...
Please give a big round of applause for your Celtics.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the floor for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Craig in at the small forward position.
Hey, Chris Paul is not afraid of getting hit, whether it's him initiating it or anticipating it. Plays through that contact well.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Celtics.
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
The other part about tonight, you got to give credit to the coaching staff. They came in here with a great game plan, defensively locked in. They were ready for the sets. They jumped in passing lanes. They came away with steals. I mean, they anticipated just about everything.
Horford. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And the Suns making a change here. Okogie's checked in.
Josh Okogie.
Outside Booker. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Paul. They get it back. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. The Celtics making a switch here. Smart's checked in.
That's his third.
Free throw, no good for Brown. Grant, when you see players make that leap from star to superstar, think about guys like Giannis and Jason Tatum. I mean, what is that step like? You did it.
Well, it's interesting. You know, you come into the league and you have success right away, but at some point, everything just clicks. It could be year 4, year 5, year 6, usually in that window where now you figure things out and now you take that next step and become elite. Now, BA, you know, I'm hoping that things start to click with me in my golf game. It's been about 4 or 5 years there, too.
Superstar status is not in the cards for you.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Celtics.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, BA. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And certainly a point of pride. They've now won 50 games this year.
They were well prepared coming in and showed a real competitive streak.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Robert Williams.
Well, the tone was set by him defensively tonight. Recorded a number of blocks, and that was a big difference maker, intimidating the other team.
Up top, Booker. From 9 feet. And stolen by Williams. Brown passes to Horford. This one for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. It's Booker on the wing, defended by Brown. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. They recover it. Here's Ayton. And the layup is good off the glass.
Yeah, if Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
Here's Brown. That shot is off. And Phoenix the other way now. Williams. Ayton with the defensive effort.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Tatum with it. And it's Paul picking him up. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
No one around him. He makes the shot harder than it has to be.
Pass to Ayton. With the drive. He can't get it to go. Nice D from Horford. Now Smart. Let's go with a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
Look at how Tatum surveys the whole floor. That's how he spots the wide open man.
Paul can't get it to go. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost. Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.
Richard, we see so many high-scoring matchups in this league, and tonight will likely be the exact opposite of that.
Well, and that's what happens when you get 2 defensive-minded teams going against each other. They don't make mistakes, they communicate at a high level, and they play with a ton of heart. I expect this to be a physical, grinded-out kind of game.
Kind of old school, then.
Who doesn't love some old school?
That's right. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward position. Now here's Durant. Back to Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Outside for Durant. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
And the handle. throws from Durant are downright filthy, using them to cut up the defense there with ease.
Smart up top, defended by Paul. Williams, a screen on Booker. Brown, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on 8.
And how about Jaylen Brown, part of that young core for the Celtics?
Yeah, he's been through a lot with this young group of guys. They've grown together, they've come in together, and they've gotten better together. And you've seen the production of Brown increase because of it.
And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
And Durant sends it back. Here's Okogie. He's guarded by Williams. Ball finds Durant. Off target from outside. And maybe the only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. That's one of the very few weaknesses in his game. And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder. Fueled Devin to the all-star he is today. I've been watching his game a long time, and there is absolutely nothing that Paul can't do on the basketball court. He really does have the whole package.
Austin making a switch here. Punch checked in.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window.
You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a hack of Paul. Strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career.
And that one misses.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Now here's Paul after Jaylen Brown's miss.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Picked by Williams. Floats it up for Williams. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Can we get a load of that one? Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Here's Paul. Following the basket by Robert Williams. Paul finds Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
I don't care which side of the pick and roll KD is on. He is the threat.
So they foul intentionally.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Some changes for Boston. Mike Muscala is checked in for Robert Williams. Williams comes in for Al Horford. And Brogdon subbed in for Brown. And the Suns here with a different look. Biyombo is checked in for 8. Torrey Craig comes in for Kevin Durant. Damian Lee is checked in for Josh Okogie. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Paul. Celtics making a switch here. Hauser's checked in, and the Suns also making a change. Ross is checked in. Craig. Ross against Williams, and a wide open look for Lee. Hits the jumper in space.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's Brogdon. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And the size and muscle of Brogdon, able to shrug off the contact with ease on the way up.
Good.
These defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Celtics trail by 7. Here's White. And the layup's good off the glass.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Ross. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Phoenix ahead, up by 5. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
12. And your Celtics,
and if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge, too.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. The backcourt pair for him, it's Payne and Booker. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Craig in at the 3. Durant kicks to Craig. Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Some changes for Phoenix. Okogie's checked in for Torrey Craig. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Payne. Smart against Paul. Shots good by Williams.
Slashing with purpose there. After setting that screen, Williams knows where to position himself in these sets.
And Marcus Smart, GA, the very definition of a guy you love on your team, but hate to play against.
Yeah. And teams that go deep need that sort of presence. Smart is more than just an agitator, though. Great player who anyone would want to play alongside. That's a surprise. I mean, out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up.
Pass to Brown. Back to Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Brushing off the contact. Look, the dude is strong. When he gets in there, it's easy. That's an easy bucket.
KD on the wing. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, when KD asked out, you knew the Nets would get a king's ransom. Perhaps the biggest star trade we've seen in decades. But KD on this team, they are right in the thick of it as far as contending.
That free throw, no good.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Phoenix also making some changes. Yambo, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. And Lee subbed in for Devin Booker. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brogdon. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Now, here's Brogdon. His last outing, 16 points for him. Here's Muscala, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Paul dishes to Biyombo. And it's Biyombo with the jam.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Durant. Ross comes in for Josh Okogie. And it's Payne in for Paul. Here's Brogdon. Craig pulls it in. Phoenix leading by 4. Now here's Payne. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Driving inside. And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. A second chance effort. And so it's Phoenix with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We come back right after this.
The defense hasn't impressed me at all. They look like they're going through the motion. Guys, it's about working together and defending with purpose.
And now let's talk about that first half. A look at the top performers from both teams so far.
These two have been great.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's just that good. You can plan for him, but he just makes great adjustments on the fly.
Up at the forward spot, it's Tatum and Horford. Smart in the backcourt with Brown to his side. And it's Williams at the center position. That's the Boston 5. No good from Booker. Celtics trail by 4. And Jason Tatum seems, GA, like he's on the verge of being a superstar in the league.
And Kevin, some would say he is already there. It feels like he's going to win an MVP in the next 5 years. He's already shown he can lead a team to the finals.
Durant down low, working on Horford. KD with the bucket.
Tough hoop from Kevin Durant. KD makes those look way easier than they actually are.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And catching the defense flat-footed and taking full advantage. Big bucket there to extend the lead. All the officials are all over that one.
Richard, haven't we seen a lot of growth in Jason Tatum's game? He gives credit to the late Kobe Bryant for that.
Yeah, he was fortunate enough to train with Kobe Bryant, and sometimes he reminds you of a young Kobe. He clearly absorbed a ton of information from him. A multi-talented swingman, Tatum just continues to get better and better each year.
The drive by Paul and finished up by KD.
And it doesn't even have to be an accurate pass. With Durant's length, you can just throw it up and you know this guy will get it.
1:51 left in the third quarter. Picked by Horford. There's the drive. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Chris Paul picks up that one.
And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint. But showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston. And boy, was he a huge part of their finals run.
Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim. And he helped define their interior defense.
Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Boston. Celtics trail by 6. 1:31 left here in the third quarter. Tatum finds Horford. In the corner, it's Brogdon. A crossover, and it's sent back by PD.
We've seen Durant really improve as a defender, using his impressive length to block shots.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Williams, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. And it's White in for Smart. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for the Suns. Cameron Payne comes in for Chris Paul. Shot clock at 3. The offensive rebound. Horford lays it up off the glass.
And how about the court awareness from Horford? Quickly grabs the board and doesn't let the possession go to waste.
Booker outside. Here's Ayton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jaylen Brown.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup. Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. Looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
Mike Muscala is checked in for Al Horford. And for the Suns, Biyombo comes in for Kevin Durant. And Terrence Ross is subbed in for Booker. Craig against Brown. From deep three-point range. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Craig passes to Payne. Oh, Ayton in position. Williams with the steal. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's White on the wing. The pass to Muscala. It's Biyombo with the rebound. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Suns. It's a 5-point game. Excellent D there from Williams. Brown right side. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Suns lead by 5. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Williams.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
Here's Booker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, easy foul.
And a look now how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Phoenix. The first one falls.
The thing about Booker is he rarely has an off night. He's one of the most consistent shooters in the league.
Pritchard, he's checked in for White. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Celtics trail by 4. Here's Pritchard. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Ball outside. He takes it in. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooting.
Smart misses. Suns leading by 4. outside Durant. Booker in the corner. Back to KD. And finished off by KD.
And you see those long strides of Durant eating up ground in a hurry.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Tatum drives in. Good work defensively by KD. The Suns shooting at 50% in a decent group. Okogie the pass to KD. The second effort. Al Horford with the rebound. Celtics trail by 6.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where they're going to get food after the game, because this one looks good out of it.
2 points. That one goes.
How about the confidence? It's just growing in this young man. Williams has that attitude of a go-to guy in these big moments, even though he's still picking up the nuance of the game.
Durant down low, guarded by Horford. Durant kicks to Paul, and that's an intentional foul. The Celtics making a switch here. Brown's checked in.
Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Celtics, Jaylen Brown.
Ayton against Williams, and it's Ayton missing. Outside, Smart. Tatum on the wing. Smart trying to break free. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
They knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
And they sent the wrong guy to the line here. Paul tends to make the most of every trip he takes to the strike.
Here's Boston now. 3-second difference between shot clock and game. Here's Smart. Money! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And no good is the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
The ultimate scorer. Booker wants to add some clutch to his game.
That's off as well, so he misses both.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really won. He's got one more, though. And the second of 2 is good. That ties the game up.
And you could see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Oh,
the all-star Tatum engaged on defense. That's a scary sight for opponents.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
There's 10 seconds left in the game. Paul finds Booker. Count it!
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Now a timeout called by Boston. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, tough situation here, but they do have enough time to get a catch and shoot. It's going to have to be very quick, but they do have time.
So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching as New Balance presents our player of the game, Kevin Durant.
box, wanna take a trip. Rockin' on a compact disc, in a pocket full of coin. Yeah, yeah.